Welcome everybody to tonight's Discovery Call. For those of you that I haven't met, my name is Carol Sutton-Houghton. I'm a very, very proud independent consultant and what's called a regional vice president, which I'll explain a little bit more later on. This next 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long I talk for, is just to help you get an insight into what this incredible business is all about. And all I ask is that you listen with a completely open mind. That's what I did almost 10 years ago, and I'm so glad I did. So just sit back, relax. If you've got any questions, you can pop them in the chat, or you can go back and ask the person whoever invited you to watch this call. So a tiny bit about me. I started out my kind of working career as an air stewardess. I absolutely loved it. But once I had my baby, I realised it wasn't something that I wanted to do. I didn't want someone dictating my schedule with my family. So I bought a baby signing franchise. I had no business experience, but I was just determined to be in control of my own time and my life. But the income was still really limited with the franchise. My sister got very ill, and it reminded me of how short life can really be. And I needed both freedom and security. And that's when I found this most incredible personal development program wrapped around an amazing business. For the past 9.5 years, it's let me be at every single drop off for the children, every single pickup for the children. I've never missed an assembly. I have never missed a sports day. And I've been able to do this all while running a global business in 6 countries and having the finances to make real choices and be able to say yes to things instead of no. I can spend time with my aging parents whenever I want during the week, and I get weekdays off with my shift working husband. So to say that it's transformed our lives is an understatement. It's nourished our lives in so many other ways. So what is Arbonne? We have been basically driving the healthy living movement for over 40 years. Now, we have been creating positive change in the health and wellness and beauty industry, and we are a legacy company. So when I was looking for a business opportunity, the fact that this was, back then it was 30 something years old, was a massive tick to me. It was well established. We had this incredible founder called Peter Morg. He believed that chemicals found in most skincare at the time, because that's all he was looking at, were not beneficial for the way our bodies are made up. He created the brand Arbonne, which specialized in botanically based ultra premium products. And he was an absolute pioneer in the industry. He came from a single parent family. He watched his mum struggle financially and with time. Financially, because she was the only income earner in the house, and time because she was always working. And he just thought there's got to be another way. Arbonne was clean before clean was even a trend. We were the original trailblazers. Since 1980, so I was born in 1979, Arbonne has offered a flexible way for people just like you and I to start a business recommending the products that you absolutely love, with the freedom to build this business completely on your own terms. Network marketing has actually been around since 1920. It has been around a very, very long time, and it's not going anywhere. We are a global brand. We operate in 6 countries, and each country is governed by its own law. So as an example, here in the UK, we are members of something called the Direct Selling Association, which is like the corgi stamp in the network marketing world. It means we're completely prestige and above board. But our biggest stamp is that we are a B Corp company. And if you don't know anything about B Corp, because I actually didn't, and you're a geeky investigator person like me, go and have a look later, because it is so powerful, and B Corp is what people are looking for when they are purchasing their products. We're an online opportunity that can be built part-time, full-time, face-to-face, online, however you want. So how you feel is so important. In the past year, 74% of people have felt so stressed they've been overwhelmed and unable to cope. And that statistic has actually come from the mentalhealth.org. So wellness is absolutely huge. And wellness in terms of a business, when I was looking at a business, when I was running my baby signing franchise, and I thought, there's got to be more to life than shaking this maraca and making cups of coffees for these ladies. I just want more. Wellness is currently a $5.6 trillion industry, and it's expected to grow by 57% to $8.5 trillion by 2027. And it doesn't matter how many times I say this, my hairs go on end, because we are in the right place at the right time. So if you're someone who is looking just for a little bit extra each month, or like me, just looking to change your whole life, you're looking in the right place, because this is where people are shopping. Have you ever, or do you know anyone that's felt stressed or lacked any energy or unable to sleep or felt unmotivated or not have much fun anymore? Just your well-being is everything, Charlotte's pointing at herself. So today, people are actively looking at ways to improve their wellness. And I know one of the main reasons people kind of steer towards and ask me what I do is because of all the fun that it looks like that we have, because we have so much fun. Now, everybody is selling something. It doesn't matter what business you are in. When I was running my baby signing franchise, I was out there looking for people who wanted to join my classes. I was selling the brand that was Tiny Talk. And then when they were there, we had bits of merchandise and we had all bits and bobs that we were always selling. When I worked for the airlines are selling themselves in the adverts, and on board the plane, we were always given extra stuff. It doesn't matter what company or what industry you're in, you are selling something. But the difference between us and most other people is we are on trend and we are what people are looking for. Our products are plant-based with the best of science. We are co-developed by experts. We evaluate our formulations continuously. And when looking at a business, having something consumable, so something that runs out, that works, that people get addicted to and want to purchase again, is really, really smart. We believe in helping people thrive through the power of our brand, our products, our opportunity, and mainly our community. We do this by keeping products clean and effective, consciously considering the people and the planet in absolutely everything we do. We have the strictest ingredient policy. I have not yet seen a brand that has banned over 2,000 ingredients on a not allowed list. We are the leading brand that has banned the most. And not only that, we have so many certifications. We are vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, no artificial colours, fragrance-free. We are kosher, halal, never tested on animals, PETA approved, informed sports, and did I say BSCG? Banned Substance Control Group stamp, so elite athletes can use our nutrition, get tested, and be absolutely fine to participate in their sport. And our biggest stamp, which sets us way apart from any other network marketing company in the UK, who I network with all the time, is we are B Corp. We are B Corp and we've banned 2,000 ingredients, and none of those other companies have. So when you're looking for a clean brand that works, Arbonne is the best, in my opinion. We prioritise sustainability in absolutely everything we do. We are a purpose-driven company. So again, we put people and the planet before profit, and you'll see that in absolutely everything that Arbonne stands for. Only 0.002% of companies meet the standards required to have this B Corp certification, and Arbonne is one of them. So could you imagine if every company in the world adhered to the standards of a B Corp? We would literally be changing the world. I haven't said that we've got over 450 products. This is just a few of them. We have everything from babies all the way up to the elderly and in between. And I always like to say to people, if you're listening back on replay, or if you're on the screen now, a lot of people do, when I present this opportunity to them, like, this sounds great, but I don't even wear makeup. And I'm like, okay, hear me out. Have you had a shower in the past, let's say 48 hours, because not everyone showers every day. Most people have. Put your hand up if you're on the screen. Like, have you had a shower? Okay, you've had a shower. Have you used a body wash? Have you washed your hair over the last few days? Have you used a conditioner? Have you, then you step out of the shower, put a simple moisturiser on your face? Have you brushed your teeth? Thank you, Charlotte. Have you used a deodorant? They are the basic principles of human hygiene here in the UK. So if you are a hygienic person, you are absolutely 100% capable of building a multi-million-dollar company with Arbonne. Now here you'll see our flagship range, which is the Derm Results Advanced. If you have not tried our products, I 100% recommend you try. It all comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. So this set, as an example, you can use it for 90 days. And after 90 days, if it doesn't give you the results you were looking for, we can give you all your money back. And if it comes with free gifts, you get to keep the free gifts, use the products, get your money back. We also have a nutrition range, which again is the cleanest of the clean, and it works. If you haven't tried fizz sticks, they're natural energy fizz sticks. Everything is just amazing. So go back to the person that invited you onto this call and just have a look at the products. So many people who are new to this concept of network marketing don't understand how it works. I'm going to really try and keep it simple because I get a bit excited and then I go into too much detail. So in traditional retail, so let's pretend we're Boots. I'm probably not allowed to say names, but I worked in Boots when I was at school. I loved it. So does anyone go to Boots? Okay, let's go to a supermarket. Morrison's. Okay, we're in Morrison's and we're shopping away and we need a face cream. So this was me. And I used to go to the counter and think, right, I'm going to get something that was £10 and it's been reduced to £5 because that will mean it's really good because it used to be £10. Because obviously the more expensive things are, the better the quality is what I thought. So for that face cream to get from the manufacturer, we're on the top row, to the consumer, there's a whole line of people that it needs to get through. This is just a tiny snippet of it. You've got the wholesaler, the warehouse, the advertising team. That product will be marked up at, let's pretend, £10 because there's all these people that need to be paid to get that product from the manufacturer to the consumer. Let's pretend it's Nivea face cream. They advertise in Hello Magazine, they advertise in bus stop billboards, they're advertising everywhere. Someone has to pay for that. Therefore, they can't afford to fill the bottle up with ultra premium products that work because there's a massive long gap of people that need to be paid to get their product from A to B. So even though it says anti-aging, which I was like, oh, okay, it feels nice. You put it on your skin, but then your face feels dry and you have to put it on again. And most often it is filled with bulking ingredients. Mineral oil, parabens are the main ones in shop bought products. And it can take from up to 7 years for that product to get from the manufacturer to the consumer. So the bottle has to be filled with stuff to stop it going green and furry. In network marketing, we have the manufacturer. So for us, yes, we are in the United States, but we have the most incredible system where we have a head office in Northampton and it's shipped over to there. And then whenever you place your order, more often than not, it's with you between 24 and 48 hours. The only way people find out about these products is through word of mouth, which is where people like me step in. So I naturally use the products and recommend them to other people. And that can be in any way you want. When I was running my franchise, what happened to me was my son had terrible, terrible, dry, itchy skin. He was suffering so badly. We'd been to the doctor. We tried 7 different types of emollients. We bought silk clothing from America. We bought bamboo cotton sleeping bags from Australia. Nothing was working. And when I started and stopped using those products and switched to this brand and started treating his gut, he was clear within 4 weeks. So I didn't have to sell a single product. All these mums saw what happened to my baby boy and were wanting what it was. And also I switched to the skincare, and my skin, I mean, I'm actually 70 years old, but it just looks fabulous because of the Derma's France. So my skin, I used to wash it with Carex hand wash. I didn't have time. I didn't have any routine. I wasn't into products. But I switched my skincare and then my skin changed. It looked different. It started to glow a bit and people were asking me what I was using and I was just telling them. So when people say to me, I can't sell, I honestly say I've never sold a product in my life. I'm just authentically using it and talking to people and listening to them. And they normally give me a reason for me to be able to share, whether it's the business or the products. So we basically stop buying products from the high street. So if you are hygienic, you've got the basics right there that can be popped into a little recommended cart for you. So you could have a body wash, a body moisturizer, a face cream, a toothpaste and a deodorant to get your global multi-million-dollar business started. And you will want to naturally share them with other people in whatever way feels right for you. With this business comes a free app with a complete starting system already in it. It's got a checklist and it tells you where to get started, what to do. You get a coach and mentor all the way. you will start having people wanting to get your website because you will be having your own transformation, and you get weekly commissions, so you can get instant pay every Thursday and then monthly overrides. Yes, not stuck to my notes. Okay, so the way it works is, and this is what blew my mind, when I was someone who was running 12 classes a week, so a class was an hour, it was just a nightmare. I was basically only paid when I worked, and when one of the children was sick, I didn't get paid. And very often I was having to refund what I had earned because people had prepaid. And I just couldn't understand how I was ever going to get over that continuous hamster wheel of just never having enough. So let's pretend this is me. When I started, I was told, what is there any hours in the day that you think you could just switch to maybe investing into your business? I literally used to put my children to bed and go downstairs, watch EastEnders with a bag of crisps and a bottle of wine, and that was my night every night. And I got so excited by the potential of this business that I just stopped doing that and started learning how to build this business. So for me, I said, absolutely, I can 2 hours a night. I mean, I used to sit in front of the TV more than that, but 2 hours a night, I can sit there. And I used to sit there next to my husband, who was still watching TV. I just had my child's iPad at the time, because I didn't even have my own computer, and I used to do stuff on there. So I am going to start getting paid for 10 hours a week, depending on my effort. And what happened is I was told, have you got any friends that you would love to share this opportunity with? And I was like, yeah. Okay. My mentor said, get them onto a call just like this with me, and let's tell them about it. All we do is give them the information. If they love it, they can start, and if they don't have to. So I was like, fine. So very quickly, I sponsored 3 of my friends, and they all started their business, and they all stopped watching EastEnders and drinking wine and eating crisps as well, and they started building their own business. So I'm working 10 hours, and there's another 10, and there's another 10, and there's another 10. So this is where it gets really excited. Each one of these people has their entire network of people that I have never met, which means new clients, new team members can join the business without you having to even meet them. And then imagine they all tell their friends, and everybody else has their own network, and they're all working their own 10 hours. Now, you can see here how quite quickly I can get paid on 100 hours a week, even though I'm only working my own 10. But what I got really excited about, and one of my key qualities when we did this thing called a strengths finder, is honesty. And it doesn't matter who starts this business or when, it's completely effort-based. So my sponsor introduced me to this business. She said, stop watching EastEnders, eating crisps and drinking wine, and do this instead. So that's what I did. I got so passionate, so excited. I got the bug for helping other people that very quickly I was earning triple, quadruple what she was earning. So it doesn't matter who starts here. Everyone has the potential to earn whatever it is that they want. However, Arbonne are so generous that as long as I keep doing my minimum each month, which is literally a tiny bit of me introducing new clients, they will give me a tiny percentage on everybody's work to say thank you so much for introducing all of these networks to Arbonne. So all these individual people would earn more than me, but Arbonne separately give me a little override to say thank you. So my game plan was always to stay ahead, because I just want to help as many people as possible. So any of you watching this, if you are someone who is wishing you had more time and could earn more money, this might be the thing that you've been looking for. And the only thing that would stop you from being where you are to making this a huge success is being brave enough to share it with other people and just asking them to be open-minded and take a look at this business. My husband is in a traditional job, and he's been there for, I think it's like 15 years now. And he works so hard. He has never had a sick day. He's there through every weather. He drives up and down the M11, snow. It doesn't matter. When all the schools are shut, he makes it there in his Fiesta. And I've said to him, and we've discussed this, he had a pay rise. He didn't have one last year because the company didn't do well enough, but he did get a pay rise this year, minuscule, and the office was in uproar because the gap between the pay rise and the cost of living is not being bridged. There's a massive gap where people are now in desperate need of something else. The only way Richard can ever earn more money is if we kill his boss so he can have his job, or if his boss gets sick so he can have his job, or his boss retires. There's nowhere for him to go unless he leaves his secure job and takes a risk and goes somewhere else, which he's not willing to do because he just like doesn't like that. In our job, in our business, you can have a bonus every single month if you work for it. So I do. I literally work and I get that money. The money's there and I want it and it's mine. And that's through my own effort. And I can do whatever I want. If I want to triple my income, I just triple my work and I will make it work. So it's the fairest business model you'll ever come across. So you have the potential to earn commissions on personal sales. You also have the ability to earn commissions on overrides. So that's just how your organization does. And there's only 4 levels of success. So, and it depends how big you've grown your own business. So the first level is a district manager. And in my own experience, and that's all I can talk about, is you can earn anything from £50 a month up to my highest was £800 in 1 month. And every time I say my highest, that was just before I promoted to the next level. The second level is an area manager, and my minimum at this level was £800, and my biggest paycheck at this level was £2,500. But I got to area, and each month it grew and it grew. So my first paycheck was 800, second month 900, third month 1,000, fourth month, and I honestly, it wasn't difficult. I just kept not watching EastEnders and building my own business in the evenings. At this level, your business is willable, which I feel is really, really good, because one of the main things that people worry about when they lose a partner is how they're going to replace that income. The third level is a regional vice president, and my minimum at this level has been £2,000, and my highest paycheck at this level has been £7,500. And the reason why there's a big scope is because we had a little blip where the world went a bit funny in the middle, and lots of businesses are still coming back from that, but more so from the mental health side of it. It's not actual business, it's just the way it's affected everybody. At this level, you can choose to opt in for a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus. So for the past 8 years, I'm on my 3rd Mercedes-Benz that Arbonne put money towards, depending on how much my business has done that month. But thankfully, I'm managing to have that paid most months. We also get the opportunity to go on incentive trips at any level. So I've been able to earn, I'm on my 7th incentive trip now, but things like Mexico, Bahamas, Punta Cana, Dubai, and the trips are absolutely outstanding. And then the 4th and final level, the minimum I've heard from my upline is something around £8,000, and it's uncapped. So I have very good friends in Arbonne who have earned over £55,000 per month and up. It's anything you want, as long as you're willing to put in the work in the pockets of your time. So most people build this alongside their current commitments. Many people are at the top level and they're still doing their current commitments, because the busiest people are normally the best ones. Because once you, like me, have only got one business, I literally am procrastinating most of the day, walking the dog, I'm cleaning the kitchen, I'm doing something else, instead of getting focused and doing the work. So when you're busier, you'll find you're more productive. We're in 6 countries. So we're in the UK, Poland, America, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. You just need one person to help you open up your network in one of those countries. So I currently have a business in all 6 of those countries, and it's just the beginning. It's amazing. Our parent company is Group Rocher, who are a 40-year legacy company. They have an infrastructure in over 100 countries, and they're here to help us globalize. The power of technology, you're only one conversation away from having a business on the other side of the world. And what I get most excited about is there's less than a 1% awareness of Arbonne in the UK, in the US. So, and the fact that in the US they've only banned 25 chemicals, we've banned over 2,000. They are looking for us. It's just a case of finding the people. So there's different ways to kind of see this business opportunity, and many people kind of say, right, this sounds amazing, maybe I'll try the products. So you can become a client and pay full price, or you become something called a preferred client, which is £10 one-off payment once a year, and that unlocks 20 to 40% off the products. Again, if you don't like the products, there's a 90-day money back guarantee and you've got nothing to lose. But as you'll see here, the most beneficial way to shop is becoming an independent consultant. It's currently only £50 to start your business. My franchise cost me thousands. It was such a risk. I was tied in for 5 years. I didn't know if I was going to like it. If I wanted to stop that business, I had to pay them more money. It's crazy. And with Arbonne, it's £50. And once you've clicked that, bearing in mind you get a free product with that £50 and you get the opportunity to get the money back, you have your complete website already up and ready to go within minutes. You can start your business. You get complete coaching and mentoring from whoever introduces you to the business. There's an app called The Vault that has everything you need in it to get you started. You get 35 to 50% off your products. So my, what was I going to say? My opinion would be, if there's a slight part of you that's thinking, this sounds amazing, get yourself an independent consultant account, get yourself a couple of products that you're using to keep hygienic on a daily basis to start, just switch those, and just, you know, pencil out maybe an hour in an evening or in the morning or on your lunch break and think, I can do this. And instead of thinking, what if this doesn't work? What if it does? And who do you know that could also benefit from this business opportunity? So I hope that's been helpful. If you've got any questions, please go back to the person that sent you this recording, or if you're on the live now, then whoever's invited you onto this. I don't think I've got anything else to say. So I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to stop the recording, and I hope to see you all on one of our team calls very soon. Bye-bye.